All right. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. What's up, fight fans? And I am back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. I am your host, Edwin. And where do all fights start? You know it. We got an amazing show here put together today. I want to know what's on your mind, boxing world. Come talk to me. Whatever you want to talk about. And do you think that Terrence Crawford can really pull this off against Saul Canelo Alvarez? I mean, there's been a lot of things and breakdowns. I would like to know what you have to say about this. And thank you, Frontline. And I also would like to know what you think about some upcoming fights and cards. There's some very big cards being put together, and fights that we haven't had a chance to, because I've been so busy trying to get back in shape and trying to juggle everything. So let's catch back up. So if do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and like always, let's hop right into this video, guys. Frontline, hop on. Let's talk. Come through. Man, there were a lot of good fights after you fight with OC. What? OC, your new what? My new slogan is gonna be what? Where do all fights start? Round one. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Yo, especially if it goes down in round, he ain't gonna hear the end of that one right there, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that'll be a rap kit. But listen, look, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm beating this sucker. You know what I'm saying? That's it. There, yeah, that ain't no letting no doubt, no ifs and or maybes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, your possibility to beat me. No, there is no possibility. I'm beating him, and that's it. He is here for me to assist me on whooping his ass. That is it. And I'm about to whoop his ass, bro. That's it. Bro, OC, night night. And it's going down in round one. I'm telling you, he's done, son. I'm done being nice. I'm done playing around with these dudes, bro. I'm going listen. All right. This shit is like ahí un bombito para el picho. Pa. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta seal the deal, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta seal the deal. So I gotta work hard. Gotta work hard. Can't overthink. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want like overtrain in the regards. But I gotta get there because you know I'm taking it slow. Taking it slow. Not being foolish. You know, um, and I'm not gonna get off my couch 4 to 6 weeks out of the fight, and that's when you go harder in the training and stuff like that, and that's when I'm gonna really like, you know, uh, some some more of uh Rocky looking me over and stuff and things like that, and we'll see how we go from there. I Rocky's the one he'll tell me, you know, and then when I'm ready to get to there, I'm gonna get there, and that's how I'm gonna. It's like steps. There's process to this, and there's a process where that I know that I have to like work hard, because I talk about this, you know, you know, um, you don't ever want to let your mouth get you into something you can't complete, right? Okay. And the way I look at it is, wait a minute, ain't there men my age or whatever, they're doing it, right? So okay. And we've seen the great Manny Pacquiao come. Okay, now just because they can do it doesn't mean everybody. But, but It means it's possible. And with just that percentage of possibility, it's up to the individual what they put behind it. Long as you work hard, win, lose, or draw, if you feel like you gave everything you could, you just end up losing the fight. I think you will feel good about yourself, you know? And I think, it would show in your performance too. There have been fighters that off of losses, their stock rised, you know? So I can make OC the boss famous. Like, you know what I mean? Laying him out like straight famous, and I think I'm gonna do that for him. I did I owe him that much. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to make him famous off this right hand right here. It's gonna go upside his head, and he gonna be laid out right over there. Cause that's what's about to happen. All right. All right. I told y'all. All right. So, um, look, man, there's just there's just a lot still going on, you know. But it is what it is. We gonna lock in. Uh, the countdown is to the 25th. So and then I pass it once I get that physical out of the way and everything else. I think a few days after that and shit, I'll be good. So thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, man. Look, just this is not something like you can't play boxing, right? Right? This is not something you sign up for and you like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna do this, shits and giggles, man. You're gonna get fucked up. You're gonna get fucked up, right? I understand what it is to box. I've boxed before, when I was younger, a lot older right now, and uh, you think you know what it takes to get back in shape, right? But now it's much different, you know. To tell you the truth though, shit still hurts just the same though. For me, there's nothing really changed in the pain or no. I remember being younger and doing something and being like, and then I'll do it now. It's the same pain. Same. I don't think I feel any. Nah, not really. Not really. Now when I start getting in there sparring and stuff, then Ask me then. But as of right now, as far as like, the workout regiments, you know, typical injuries you can sustain, while working out and shit. Nah, I feel like I got that same injury when I was younger. And I was like, yeah, it felt about the same. This is about right. Like so but the only thing is like I gotta admit, like, for some reason, no matter how much you work out, right? There's a thing like a booster inside of your body. It's like I don't know, one of them shits blew out in my body or something. One of the turbo boosters, and I'm like working on one. When you get older, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a gear you once were in. You were able to move this way, and yo, it makes you feel like if you in quicksand, bro. Now that is something you got to learn how to turn on. I've seen guys like get some of it, but I'm not sure you'll ever move like that again. But it's weird. It's really weird. Like you're in your body and you're trying to make like a burst, and your body's like, "Oh hell no! What you think? You 18 years old? What you think you're going to the hoop? No, you're not. Matter of fact, I threw your back out. There you go. Go sit down. You know what I mean? Like he's like fucking getting old is crazy. Like, and it's adapting to it. That's my biggest thing. That's my biggest thing. Like accepting, like, okay, I got to learn how to work around this, do that, do this, what you can, and do shit like that. Because, like I'm telling you, bro, it's like working on one booster, and that other motherfucker don't turn off for shit. And yo, I was pretty athletic, man. Pretty athletic kid. Had hundreds and hundreds of trophies. You know, me and my brother used to have like racks of trophies. We were constantly coming home from the neighborhood, bringing my mom home a trophy. We were entered in every goddamn sport there was, bro. Anything. We'd beat you in anything. I got the checkers trophy, freaking in the boys club. Like, my brother, I think, got like the ping pong one, and with the bumper pools. I even got a swimming one. I even joined this. That's how, man, bro. We competed in everything. Like, so that's like to be that kind, like, always be athletic like that, like, and then just fucking to a couch or a fucking cubicle or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Your life kind of takes a different change. And then you get up and you like, yeah, let's work out, dude. Yeah, right. That shit sucks. What up, Frontline? What's up?
What's happening?
Hey, yo, Koki, come up here, bro. What the hell is this thing about this video you wanted me to take down? I thought you were joking. This guy says, no, no, you weren't.
Nah, Koki, I told him about it, and he wanted to talk to you about it before he deleted it. So
I
if
said,
you
I said maybe Koki was just lying. He just doesn't like to hear his voice. He's real shy, real bashful. You know what I'm saying? Then he goes. Wait a minute, but he comes on the live with you anyway. So I'm like, he does realize that even if I took that video down, the original live, that's where I got it from. So that's still there. So I would have to clip that too. So I was like,
drop the link for him.
I said, come on, what you mean? I got that
I,
shit right there, right? No,
I no, I came in the back way. That's the
oh,
video.
you did.
He posted the link to the video.
Oh, now he's starting to think it all through. He's like, damn, you're right. The original is the original. Now, listen, next thing you know, Koki's gonna want me to sneak into the Restream database, the main headquarters. We're gonna be dressed in black. We're gonna have rope, and we're gonna on the side of the building. We're gonna have to get in there. There is a file central room. Okay, we got to get the one with our video on it that's permanently deleted out of the system. Right, that's the only way we're gonna be able to do that. Okay. So yeah, what time you picking me up? You know,
Mission Impossible.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, ah, one of them cases where you gotta delete the video. Listen, they saw the side of my face. You know what I mean? Mm. And he's like, I didn't want to say anything, Edwin, but I get nuclear launch codes.
Yo, you fucked up. You fucked up your slogan. What I said was,
What's up?
read it. It says, after your fight with OC, your new slogan is gonna be, "Where do all fights end?"
Oh, round
Round
one.
one.
They end there. Okay, I get it. Get it. Get it. Got it. Nice. Yo, I'm doing amazing with the smoking too, man. I'm
That's
doing
good.
really, really, yo, like really well, like really well. I'm like really scared. Like I got to the point in the day where I was like, I think we should just smoke just to make sure that we're not crazy, you know?
Nah, but
Right? But
you be good.
nah, man, them shits is working, man. And I'm like, all right, all right. So it's just getting the routine of being, you know what I'm saying, smoke free, shit like that. I got the vapes though, to like help me like transition and the shit, but I still don't I'm not a fan of this. I just picked it up right now because I saw it because I had it on the desk, but tell you the truth, I haven't even been using this neither. So
Yeah,
uh
because your mind is focused on something else.
yeah,
So
yeah. I'm
So
working
once
out
your mind
hard.
is occupied, it'll
Yo,
get you.
my nigga, there's all cops in front of my building, blue lights flashing everywhere. I know they're not here for me, but I think for the neighbor or whatever.
Or they probably there for that raccoon that's under your porch trying to sneak in.
The cops they're done. The cops are done. That raccoon ain't going in jail tonight. He ain't going out like that. You better get back up. You know what I'm saying? I think they pulled somebody over in the side of my house. That's what they did. Yeah. They pulled somebody over. There's some lights in the front of the house, like a car. I think they're like that. Yeah. Oh, I one got one. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
so what your official training is gonna start once you get the doctor's paperwork back, right? That's when it
Yeah,
officially will start.
yeah. Once I gotta get that, and then once I get the those paperworks and
The
everything,
forms. Yep.
I gotta update that onto the U.S. Boxing Associating website. Then once I do that, I guess I wait for them to confirm it. I'll have my book. I'll be official registered, and from that moment right there, we kick in. But I'm still gonna be. I'll be like 2 months out from the fight. That's perfect. With the workouts that I've been doing and everything. That's why I said I should. Yeah, I want to start now. You know, because 3 months it'll sneak right up on you. We'll be
Yeah.
right there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, there's. I rather like lock in now. You know what I mean? So I'm actually like just going through some shit right now, staying there, keeping my fingers crossed that everything goes well. Like I said, bro, it's a scary feeling, bro. I joke about it and everything, but I've heard those stories. Like, you're sitting there and shit, and it's like, bro, I came in here for a hangnail. They told me I'm dying, man. I got 25. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, uh,
Yeah.
you go in and get a physical for something, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Listen, we found a lump in your top chest. We have to go
Yeah.
in." You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo,
Yeah.
like that shit makes me nervous, man. So, fingers crossed, bro. I feel good. I feel healthy, man. I don't think anything's wrong with me. Uh, let's just hope that everything comes back. And you know what? I keep telling my wife though, right? I tell her, I says, listen, hold on, baby. Yeah, I know you don't got a good memory. She don't remember shit like that. But since this is me, I say, hold up. I just did blood work last year that at my doctor's office. If there was anything wrong with me, if I was like diabetic or anything like that, don't you think they would have told me? And she gave me the paperwork, said everything was great. She said some things were, you know, she said, but in your favor, she said some things were high for a man your age. She said you should be so lucky. And she gave me the paper. That's all she like said.
I think what's gonna boil down to is the EKG.
Yeah.
That you know
Uh,
what I'm saying? If
uh,
anything,
uh,
they just want to make sure your heart's gonna be able to hold
right. Right. Right.
during a combat sport.
Yeah.
And OC was cool by being flexible on the weight too.
Yeah. That like I said, and to be honest, like I was thinking more for him too, because I saw what he came in last fight, and I was like, damn. So I don't want them to say, oh, round one had a weight drain, OC the boss from, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, bro, cool, I get it. If you want me to meet you halfway, if that's, but he told me, he says, no. He says the 175 weight is where I want to be at. It will motivate me to get there. So he said, keep it there. So he's the one that requested it for me to keep it there when we were on the show talking about it, because Ness wanted to know what was the weight. And I said, Ness, just everybody pump your brakes first. OC the boss got his book already. He's all set. Secure our spot because I'm your opponent. So that slot is for us. And don't worry about it. I said, if I don't pass or whatever, just move on to the next guy, boom. But I think that I'm going to pass. I hope so. And so the earliest I just walked into the doctor's office, crazy. Them chicks helped me out. They were all, oh yeah, yeah. Yo, they was there for like 45 minutes trying to figure out how to download it from my phone to their fax machine. I was the one that figured it out. I was like, wait a minute, beep, beep. Bam, got the paper. Then she scheduled, and then she told me though, she was like, if I get any cancellation with the physical one, if anybody of those, I'll keep you in mind. So she could call me any day early, you
That's
know?
what's up.
Yeah.
Hey, did you read the group chat?
Now, what's up? Much love.
No, no,
That's the short.
no. That's
Okay.
just no, no, no. I'm talking about the group chat. The group chat.
Oh no, what's up?
On the boxing voice, some dude named Fun Truck. He wrote, after OC gets in your ass, round one is gonna shut his channel down.
Oh yeah? Why would I do that? Why would I
The
why would I
motherfuckers talking shit. You know how that
damn,
goes.
bro. Damn, they said shut it down. Go Key. What's up, bro?
Yo, Edwin, I see you training, bro. I see you with the jump rope outside in 90-degree weather. You crazy.
Yo, I gotta lock in Rocky mode. That's Rocky.
Goki, what's up, huh?
You know what I'm
What's up,
saying?
Frontline? How you feeling? I want to talk about Edwin's training. I feel like you're so locked in that, like, I was already impressed before, but I feel like you're super locked in to the point that you may not just do this fight. You may have a series of exhibitions and kind of give you, how you say, that rejuvenation.
I don't know.
What you talking about? He going live right after that.
Nah,
He going
nah,
pro.
nah. Like. I told the missus it was only one or whatever, but Ness already said it today on his live. He was like, "Yo, if you get past OC the boss," he put up the next dude. He was like, "This is what the next dude looks like." They show some of his sparring, and he was like, "Look at it right there." Like, so he's already gassing it up, and
Yeah,
Koki see it. But look at Koki, like you see me training, right?
yeah,
And that's right there is what a lot of fighters don't show. The beginning, what does it take to be a fighter?
yeah,
It's easy for these guys to critique these fighters, what they did in the ring, but they don't the road to get there. Or the days of hard nights, hitting the bag, the rope, your feet sore, and I'm just raw about it,
yeah,
but I'm not going to show OC the boss too much. He can see
yeah.
this right here, this little training, and I hope I motivate him, but I'm not. I talked to him today. He was on my show earlier. He's at work, hopping on my channel, talking to me, right? And so I know he's not training right now. He says as soon as I get the nod, I guess he's gonna go. So hey, listen,
Hey,
if I dictate your career, then fine. You know what I'm
you
saying?
know,
You
I
know?
will say though, when you do go live, when you start training, you
Mhm.
consistently hit that same time frame, and I respect that because it shows you have respect for what you're doing. You're not just training whenever you want. You're up
Right.
7, 8 in the morning. You're like, yo, let's get this started, and you don't break that. So while these guys are on a TBV in the morning, you out hitting that grind, hitting that morning grind. So when you got, we're here like what 9:40 right now. So
Yep.
I like how you're flowing it, man, because that's how really a fighter moves. Like, I train too. So,
Right.
for me, I wake up 6 in the morning, I do my run. I go to the gym for 2-3 hours. I go like a maniac. But
Mhm.
I see you do it, and I'm like, he's doing it at the same time. He's consistent. You got energy. You're you're
Mhm.
you're animated too, bro. It's like
Mhm.
you're like opening an alma, like you have a
Yeah.
something in you, like there's like a phoenix coming out. And I'm like, this guy,
Really? Really?
yeah,
Yo,
bro, because
did you see?
bro, I'm a trainer.
Stop
I train,
gassing them,
bro. I'm
Yo,
gonna
Goki.
be
yo,
like,
hey,
bro,
yo, Koki,
Yep.
did you see me when I was running and I was like, here comes a dog, and I started running? Did you see me
yeah,
do that?
bro.
Yo,
I
that
saw you. I saw you. I saw you. You got you do stand up and you work out at the same time. I'm like, this guy's
yo,
cracking
it,
me up. But I'm gonna say something, right? Because
yeah.
I'm a trainer, so I
Mhm.
my job is to read body language, and I could tell
Right.
when somebody's working out and they
Right.
bullshitting, and I could tell
Right.
when somebody's working out and they not. So
Right.
based on the body language, you have like you have a lot going on for you. I do hope when you go to you get that report, they give you
Mhm.
everything back nice and ready. And if not,
Right.
man, I will say if it doesn't come back, right, just in case, God forbid,
Mhm.
I will say though, I think this training thing you're doing, you motivated people, and I think this is something that you should never let go, because I feel like
Right.
you
Right.
could give people an outlet too, guys that gone through things, and they're trying to make a comeback. And
Right.
in that morning chat, bro, you got people typing in there like, yo, I want, like, what's your secret? You're like, yo,
Really?
it's
Yeah.
hard work.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. I
Hard
tell them,
work.
don't tell nobody. Rice and beans and boil. That's it,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's my favorite quote.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hard work works. Hard
Yeah.
work works. That's my favorite quote.
hmm I keep it
Nothing else works
simple.
but hard work.
Right.
Yo,
I keep
Koki, you ready to train Edwin?
Yeah, I'll go
Listen.
up there, man. I'll give you the pad
Yeah.
work. I got the bodysuit too. Damn, bro, I got, because I went 7-1 in the amateurs
Mhm.
in over here, in New York at 165 and 152, and
Right.
I have a wrestling career too. I did wrestling before boxing, so I train people out here. Michael Hughes, you guys know Marco Boxing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
The
I
little
know.
bald headed dude from Connecticut.
Yeah, yo, I know half of his I know half of his stable. Like half of the guys he
Right.
fought, I fought them. So
Right.
him and I got like a lot of similar mutuals, and I love to train. And you were brothers, so for me
hmm
it'd be an honor to train somebody like you and get you
Right.
get you more
Absolutely.
pumped up, like
Right.
coming
Get
in
him
like
up
the
Right.
to speed,
boogeyman.
right?
Oh,
Absolutely.
what happened,
Right.
Frontline?
Get him up to speed.
Yeah, just make,
Absolutely.
and then for me, my coach, shout out to my coach Pablo, real cool, New Yorican guy.
Mhm.
He makes me spar him, and the thing with older guys, right? A lot of these young guys don't know. Like, you older guys got heavy, like their hands are made out of stone, and you can't change that, because that's like from years of work.
Mhm.
It's like a tree. The older the tree gets, it's like stable, strong.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so my coach broke my nose on my birthday.
Oh,
Yeah, because we were
man.
sparring, and
Yep.
he thought that I thought he was sweet,
Right.
and I
Right.
came into the body, and he caught me with an uppercut, and I
Oh,
went to my birthday with a broken nose. And so
man.
for me,
Hard work.
for me, I'm all about sparring too, and I'm all
Mhm.
about getting guys comfortable in the ring and all that, because I do it
Right.
every week. So yeah, man. Whenever you're in the city too, I got
Yeah.
that set up too. The gym is in the Bronx by Bang Bang Boogie.
Okay.
He's out there in Castle Hill, so
All
he
right.
knows where my gym is for sure.
Right. 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 And I could always hook up with Bam Bam Boogie because last time I hooked up with him,
It was
although
funny as hell. Y'all was in the hotel. You made that shit sound like mad fun. I wanted
listen,
to.
of course, because I had to wake these dudes up. These dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, let's get them moving. Yo, but Bang Bang, right? He's funny as shit, right? He's like, come to New York, and I will pick you up at the train station. I says, okay. So I get to the train station. Yo, they left me at that bridge, the Queens Bridge.
Oh, hell no!
They left me there.
Damn.
He said, "Oh, I ain't going down there to get you. You got to make it your way over here." I said, "Where you at?" He said, "Spanish Harlem."
Oh, he
And
took
I'm
you to
like,
the east side.
"Listen, I was like, yo, how the hell am I gonna get on all those trains and make the right ones? How many times you think I was gonna get lost?" You know
Yo,
what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I was done for. There was no way I was gonna make it because in one of the stops you had to I walk out of the building, or you had to get an S train.
oh hell no! You was in 42nd Street.
Right. So you either got to walk out and go walk all the way down, or cut through all the way and then take one of those S trains all the way back to the station to
Damn.
get on the other one to
God
go
damn.
back to Spanish Harlem.
Do you see
So
anything in there in the train? You see anything crazy? In the
everything's always going on there.
Oh yeah,
Somebody's dancing, somebody's flipping in the train, someone,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying,
You probably
yelling,
seen 100 fucking
someone's
different
praying in the
people.
corner. Yeah, that's New York City, man. You know,
Hmm.
that happens all the time.
You know what I
People on
love? My
top of
bad. I
people.
don't mean to cut you off, but I love
Yep.
with my family from Massachusetts. They come to New York for the
Mhm.
parade, and they get in the train. and they try to stand. You know how the train moves, and they can't.
Yeah.
They're trying to hold their balance, and I'm there standing with like no pole. It's like, yo, how you do
Right.
this? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I think we developed like some type of kinetic energy out here. But I love seeing them come out to the city because you know, they're in Springfield, and you know Springfield got a
Right.
big bodyguard community. So
Right.
yo,
Right.
so you got
Absolutely.
out of 42nd, and then you met him down in the East Harlem.
He made me go all the way to Spanish Harlem. That motherfucker didn't move. I went to him. Yeah,
Yo,
he's supposed to be picking me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pick you up. You know what I mean? When I got to
yeah.
him and his boys, they were eating acapulcias,
Yo,
and
Acapodia.
they had like sodas cracked open, straws. They were already like in a parking, and they were boxed in by other cars. They weren't going anywhere. Them suckers made me get to them, but you know, smooth brother that I am, okay, and true navigates extraordinaire, right? I slid up on the train. I
Do
looked
you
one.
mingle?
I looked around, and I was like, "Excuse me, ma.
Oh,
Here's
I
my
knew you was gonna do it.
situation."
I knew you was gonna do it.
Man, yo, she was like, "Okay, I'll take you there." Boom, yo, she walked
Oh
me
my
through
god.
everything, baby. Yo, she got me right there. I was like,
Oh,
"Thank
I knew you was
you."
gonna mingle. I knew you was gonna get
Listen,
involved. Be like,
oh man, of course, I was
yeah,
not being
I'm
stranded,
gonna let
nothing.
y'all know Edwin is in NYC. I'm gonna let y'all know.
No, listen, and then yo, sí, ella me dijo algo último, tan terito,
Mm,
you know what I'm saying? I was like, thank you. You know, she was an older lady
yo,
too, a little sometimes, you know what I mean? But
nah, man.
anyway, but yeah, of course, I ain't gonna get lost, man. I'm street dude. I'll use my smarts,
Yeah, man.
and
I'm proud of you for sure, man. I like what you're doing, and I think
thanks,
things
man.
are gonna be bigger for you every time. You know, because yo, even the people that doubted you, they're on your side now because they're like, yo, we can't deny
Yeah,
him. You know, he's doing everything that like they don't
right.
want to do it. You're doing all the hard work, so it's
Right,
like,
right, right, right. Absolutely, and this is what it takes, you know what I mean? And
yeah, man. And yeah, we
I
here
told
with you too, man. Like we're gonna
yeah.
be two
Yo,
thousand
thanks for the
percent, no matter
support.
what result, man. We're gonna be like, yo, Edwin
Thank you.
every day.
Thanks, man. You know what I mean? Like I tell these dudes, bro. Listen, man. What you think? I'm gonna turn off my channel because I lost in a debate with a dude. Oh
Hell
shit!
no.
Or I
So you
lost a
probably opened it
boxing
up.
match. Or I lost. Yeah, it's like, listen. You know, we. This is our passion, and some of us live and choose different things. And man, listen. I can respect you if you say to yourself, you know what, I'm gonna compete in that Spartan race, and I'm gonna compete it, I'm gonna finish it or whatever. And if you got a goal and ambition in life, and there's something that's in front, and you say, you know what, man, I'm tired of fucking around with this shit. I'm gonna do this shit, and I could respect that, and I was sitting there and they like, oh, blah, 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 and the opportunity arose, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna take this next challenge right here.
Yeah.
I've done some interesting things in my life, and I feel like I can feel the love and the support from the people. First of all, how many people are coming and telling me, "Yo, Edwin, like this amazing." But I also got people telling me, "Why would you do that?"
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yes, yes,
They like you too, man. They like you too. You know, it's just people have so much energy towards it. And then the cool thing is, man, you draw interest, not just you know, it's not like one of these you know, border war fights that people kind of like bypass. Like
right,
that they want to see you. It's like
right,
that whole event is like, you know, a part of the storyline. So, yo, shout out to Carlos Navarro. He said, round one, sports talk, Puerto Rican flag, flame,
mhm.
boxing glove, big muscle.
Yeah, flex. Yo, thank you, Carlos. Yeah, man. Right now, like I said, we're a little bit ways out from the fight, and we're gonna be talking about boxing. But like I said, follow my journey. Koki. I'm still gonna work out. And we're gonna do that cardio in the morning. We're gonna keep us sharp. You know what I'm
Yeah, man.
saying?
Hell yeah.
Keep the blood going. You know how we do. We
Yeah.
get in there. And then Koki says, Yo, Edwin, I don't know why we haven't done any bonus sets. Yo, don't say that because I'll run in there right now and do a bonus set for
Yeah,
no
yeah.
reason.
My
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I was tripping. I was tripping. You called me. You called me. I was, I had my caffeine in the morning. I saw you. I got motivated. I was like, man, I gotta give him some a little extra. But yo,
Yeah,
I love it because for me, man, I see it like when I train and when
yeah,
you train, I think of you got the title, I got the title, and we're just trying to
yeah.
defend it. We're just
That's
trying to
it.
defend the title
That's
because
it.
that's
That's
what it
it.
is.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
yes.
what it
Hey,
is,
That's
Doki,
man.
it's
that's
real
what it
simple.
is.
All you got to do is tell yourself
That's it.
ridiculous lies.
Yeah, you got to
Ridiculous
lie to
lies. That's
yourself.
it.
You got because it
What?
works. It
What?
works, yo.
Yo, that shit works,
It
kid.
works
Bro.
like crazy, man.
Yo.
If you give yourself those affirmations to kind of get into it, because eventually
Yeah,
those lies become reality.
yeah,
Once you,
yeah. Yeah, yeah. You could just like create it I was like, I'm gonna get a big fight. I'm gonna get and here I am, boom,
yeah,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? Boom, you know, and they like some of the little lies like today I'm jogging, right? Boom, boom, boom. My quads, yo, they really hurting, right? In the bottom of my feet, they hurt. But I'm not gonna push myself to hurt myself, but it doesn't hurt enough not to stop. So and then
Right.
I want to pick my feet up, right? So and then I get to storytelling and I see a dog. I say, "Oh shit, here comes a dog." I jump over the dog, you know, and then I run down. I'm running down the street and I say, "Oh shit, the gang members, they're acting up," and I gotta get away from them. And then I'll be like, and then I'll be running. I'll be like, "Hey hoes," I'll be like, "Hey hoes, hi." I'm running by the hoes. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? You know, and this is me in my head running still but in my neighborhood and creating things
yeah.
that is gonna make me move. You know, like boom, 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 make an excuse of something, some crazy shit. Here comes
That's
a
a
skateboard.
genius.
Boom,
That's a
boom.
genius teaching method that
You know,
they use on kids. They use kids
really?
to the imagery. You was doing the imagery with the dogs and all that. So
Yeah.
that's actually a very genius teaching method that they use to teach motor skills to kids. So
Wow.
you're already on it, bro. Because they be teaching that shit in college.
Well, you are
Really?
talking to Einstein.
I
Yeah,
just, I, I just, I just made that shit up. I thought
yeah,
on the spot right there, and I was just because I needed. I know what I when I talk about listen to your body. I knew what my body needed today. I understood that my quads were hurt. I heard myself say it and I needed to pick my legs up. And
yeah.
then when I saw somebody giving me like love, like the hearts on the thing, I said, "Give me some more." They gave me more. I started running like in place, like
That's
and
how it
just
works.
picking, the energy off, and feeding off of it, and and just trying to get to that next level, and that's what I want to do, and just the process, man, and enjoy because, bro, every day I gotta admit I feel a little stronger. Every
Yeah.
day I have my days, but I feel that much stronger. I feel like my lungs are starting to open up now.
Yeah.
My feet are starting.
You definitely your body fat went lower. What I noticed about you
Yeah.
is you're doing the same weight, but you
Hmm.
have less weight on you.
Right.
So I think you have more functional strength.
Hmm.
Before
Right.
it was like body mass. Now you're like,
Right.
you're lean, but you
Right.
still have that same strength. So
Right. Right. And I'm doing the little thing, guys. Listen, I'm trying it. I'm trying it. I should have it on right now. Look, I'm doing it.
oh
Right. I
shit.
went. I went and bought this. Yeah. I don't know if you know about it. Like I
Yeah,
told
I've
it.
seen that before.
I
That's his
yeah. I.
vibrator.
Shut up. He's a vibrator.
Yeah.
That's pause. That sound crazy. Yo. But I know what he meant though.
Yeah.
But this is for the abs. The
Yo.
abs, and you put it on, and yo,
Shit.
yo, listen.
Ness better not bring his wife to the event. You take her with the fucking you lift the shirt, lift it up like
No,
fucking Lex Luger with the flex.
listen. Let me tell you something. I've been doing it right because some people mix reviews that they don't know if it works and such and blah blah blah. Right? I'm like, okay, cool, right? But I'm at least uh, 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 yo, it actually feels like you're contracting your abs, though. I gotta admit, but you gotta go like this, and
I
then
wonder I
and, and
wonder how
then
that feels with a plank. You know the plank exercise? When you hold it down, I wonder how that feels holding that with that.
oh yeah, right, huh?
Probably.
So I guess look, man, I don't know if it works or not. This is like what day 3. of me like wearing this thing.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be, you're supposed to put it on 4 times a day or whatever
Mhm.
for like 20-minute implements or whatever. Sit there and let it like do this, right?
Yeah.
So I noticed like I just sat there like one day and I had it on like this. It's doing its thing, and then it just turned off. And then I went and used it again in the same thing without recharging it. I think that's the amount of time that it tells you.
Yeah.
So if I do that 4 times a day, and then after 4 to 6 weeks, if I don't see no fucking abs, bro, I'm gonna want my money back. You know what I mean? So, but no, actually, it does feel like it gives you these other ones, right? And this one, I
I don't
actually
want to. I
turned.
don't with that shape. I don't want to know where you put that one. I'm playing.
Oh shit, it's crazy. But this goes on your arm like this, bam,
Yeah.
on the back arms like that. That can go on both your shoulders. You got 2 of them
Ah.
like that. You could take this, the wings, and put it on your neck,
Yeah.
and it gives you like pulse. It has 12 setting of pulse. So like say you I don't know, you turn it on, boom, like that, and that's the first one that does the abs,
Yeah.
right? And then like you just go around like that. It'll keep going around. There's different settings,
Well, that's
and,
cool.
and every
Yeah.
one does something different.
You
And
like you
then
like you like the Batman of exercise. You got all the gadgets.
yeah, there you go. And then you press like this, and these are the levels how hard it goes, and it goes all the way up to 20,
Oh,
all the
that should
way up.
probably feel like a fucking body attack, like
Oh
fucking
shit,
body
yeah,
shots.
yeah. It's hard, very, very, very heavy.
Yeah,
But that's for the pros. But
that's
right
dope,
now,
man.
yeah, right now I got mine on 17.
Oh,
You
you
know,
you crazy and you talking like normal.
yeah, like no, I'm chilling. No, that shit's popping though.
Yeah,
But
that's dope.
yeah, I'm working the equipment. I'm letting my viewers know, and if I get results out of this, I'm gonna recommend it to you guys, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
let you
mean,
know.
you
I'm
already gave them a
taking
whole
studies.
commercial. They should sponsor you.
Yeah, they should sponsor me, right? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
What did you
But
guys?
yeah.
How do you guys feel about this weekend? This weekend we got an event. I think it's gonna start like a what p.m. Is it in Saudi time or UK time?
Well, I think it's gonna be that UK. I guess it's the same time, right, out there in the Brits and stuff, right?
Yeah,
It's gonna be
like
Moses Atama, right?
yeah, against the Dillian Whites.
Against Dillian White, right? So, I think they'll like typically don't those all events end by 5 o'clock,
Yeah, I feel like
4:30?
about like 5.
Right. They're usually over. They're the kind of fights that all of a sudden, if you were like in a maybe your house or in a bar and you were watching it, then all of a sudden you come outside and it's still daylight and you got mad shit still you can do. And those kind of fights.
Yeah, you're like, yo, my
It's
day's not over yet. What's
yeah,
going
it's
on?
not like the fights that kick off at 11.
Yeah,
You get out, it's already 12-1. You're like, all right,
yeah,
where's the bars?
yeah.
You're like, yeah, right, right.
Like you wake up hungover from boxing.
Right, right, right. And in this situation, you wake up and you're like, fuck, I can still mow the lawn right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can get something done or something because,
uh,
or what do I do? We have so much time. Like,
yeah, yeah.
because of those, those early fights and stuff. But what do you think about that fight right there, Moses? And how do you feel about him as a talent in the heavyweight? Do you really think that he's the truth?
I'm pushing for him to be that because I feel like heavyweight boxing needs a young guy to kind of showcase he's not just a big brute. He's more of a technical, quick, methodical guy. So I think it'd be good for boxing if he does well. However, the heavyweight division is pretty unforgiving. Guys, it takes one fight and you kind of like, you've seen what happened to Wilder when he was ascending. And I know he has very, dedicated fans. So I'm not going to say too much about him, but there's always a heavyweight that, in that division, it takes one punch with those, 8-ounce gloves. And so I hope for him, he dominates. But I think the level of competition that the guy he fought before compared to Dillian White, I think is definitely a step up.
Right.
It's definitely a step up. So
Right, right. And then look, like notable everybody but the IBF got like an interim belt. You know what I mean? A guy
Yeah,
on their
that's kind
heels.
of weird.
Yeah, they got like a guy on their heels and stuff. You know, and I was trying to see if Josh Parker, where they placed him on the ranking, but in Josh Parker's situation, they take you off the ranking system, and in other fighters, you can be the interim and still be ranked. You
Mm.
know, it's weird. You know, in some situations, I've seen that. You know, where that I was like, don't they take you out of the ranking? But apparently not. Apparently
Yeah.
not.
Frontline,
Yeah.
how you feel about Moses and Dillian White for this Saturday?
I'm not a fan of either, so I could care less really. Um, to be honest, I don't really like watching fights over in like that side of the world because I feel that the commentators are like super biased. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
don't think that boxers get a fair shot over there. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
like if you're not the favorite, you gotta truly knock out your opponent to win. Because that's just how I feel. I try not to watch fights over in that side of the world because
it's true though.
the judging system is not just for the boxers.
Yeah, I definitely remember that. I'm not sure you guys remember Rocky. Remember Rocky? He was a Mexican fighter, I think. He fought Cotto, the uh,
Okay.
the guy with blonde hair. So I remember seeing him fight a fight in UK, and you know how Mexican guys are like the antidote to UK fighters.
Right.
So
Okay.
yo, this guy was outlanding him, como like Matias and Puello, like he was putting the pressure on him, and the other guy, the UK guy, was clinching him, and they gave the decision to the UK guy, and I'm like, well, what you got to be careful out there. That's why I'm a little worried about with Matias and Smith because I feel like if that goes to this decision, Eddie Hearn is like, yo, I could get money with Smith and bring him to Wembley or something over there, and
Yeah.
so that's why you got to be careful. Like Frontline
Right.
brought it up best. That's
No,
why,
that's the plan. That's 100% the plan. There's Matias can't be that blind, right? He knows he's walking, and we talked about it. He's walking into a setup. That's when you're walking into the setup knowing, but I told the world, I said, there's a possibility Matias can flip this on all of them.
yeah,
Apparently, uh, um, Alberto Puello is the only man that survived the distance, and Subir won the unanimous decision against him because every time he ever went the distance, he lost those two fights.
hmm
So in fights that he won, there's no one went the distance in a Subir Matias fight. He had 100% knockout ratio.
yeah,
He no-mas everybody. So if you don't got the resilience, the footwork, the speed, and everything as like a Puello and the surviving skills, headbutts, clinching, etc., right? You can see that Subriel can beat you. So what what I think in the Dalton Smith fight is what's going to occur is whether or not Dalton Smith can weather Subriel's storm. Because I think Dalton Smith, real fast by the fourth, fifth, sixth round, he's gonna really be wearing it. If he
mm,
can get past that, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, this might be crazy because Dalton Smith got the power, the strength,
yeah,
the
he
physical
does.
to pass, to
Yeah,
go the distance with Subil. So I was like, okay, then I would know that,
yeah,
that damn, he can beat Subil in points. But those are things and questions I would have to see both men. I believe that Dalton Smith has some pretty good, decent wins. And 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 for the most part, how do you view Dalton Smith? A boxer puncher, you
yeah.
know,
You could say that. I feel like you could say
right?
that. Yeah,
Right. So like, and we know what Subriel is,
yeah,
in your face, that pressure, that type of pressure, and that kind of pressure can weather wilt some fighters. As you can see, a lot of his opponents have wilted under that pressure.
Right.
The answer is going to be whether or not Dalton Smith can sustain that and not fall under Matthias's pressure. And
Right.
that's going to be the $1 million question for me. But listen, in a good world, if he gets out of that fight, where does he go from here? When you got Alberto Puello asking you for a rematch, and then you got Liam Barrow leaving the division. He left.
To 147.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Seems like he
So
wants a belt.
so in
Yeah.
case you guys didn't know, I don't know if you knew, but he ended up going to 47. But in the midst of all that, there were in negotiations ready to fight. Was Ojo Santiago was going to fight Liam Barrow.
Right.
What?
Yeah,
No,
it was
really?
yeah, it was in negotiations, and the negotiations fell through because Spotto went up to 47.
Mm. Yeah. How you? Yo, what about Flies and Paro?
Nah. I want Polanco versus Flies.
Yeah.
I want to shut these DR niggas up. Like
Yeah.
they've
Yeah.
been talking
Polanco.
way too much.
Yeah. Polanco talks a crazy amount of like, yo, on the there was a podcast he was on.
Broadway Joel's.
Yeah, yo, that was in. Yo, I was like, is he gonna fight now? Is he gonna fight Matias now? Because I didn't know. I
Bro,
didn't know he was that like
in case you
crazy.
didn't know, Rohan Polanco, Edwin said it before. Rohan Polanco, for every Dominican that takes a loss, he wants to avenge that loss.
Wow.
So when Elvis Rodriguez lost to Lindolfo Delgado,
Yeah.
he wanted to go down to 40 to fight Delgado. When who's the other one? The other Dominican dude that
Uh,
lost. Oh,
Um, uh,
Puello.
De
Elvis,
Los Santos.
Elvis,
No,
when Elvis
no,
lost,
when Elvis lost, he wanted to avenge that. Then when Puello lost, that's when he started calling out Matias.
Matias,
Yeah.
all
Uh
Dominican guys that took a loss,
when Mini Pac-Man lost, he called out the Japanese dude that went away. He
What?
wanted to fight him
he
too.
wanted to fight him too. Yo, he puts on his cape, you know,
That's a good gimmick though. I'm not. I'm gonna give it to him though. That's a pretty good way to
and he.
sell yourself. You know.
Mm.
But I want to
See,
see him fight. I want to see him fight a Boricua.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the only one that at 47 that we got, I want to say is Flaz. Who else do we got at 47?
I think we
Uh,
had somebody young, but with that, I'm not gonna like jump the gun. But I have to look back on the rankings. There was somebody undefeated. Let me look real quick.
Well, see,
uh,
that's the thing. They don't have to be undefeated. I mean,
well,
everybody
number one
thinks
is Alexis Rocha, and then Devin Haney, and then what'd you say? You don't have to be what?
undefeated.
Oh yeah, of course, no.
Yeah,
Look at Flaz. Flaz ain't undefeated.
Mhm.
yeah, I love his career, how his career developed. Because like 5 years ago,
Yo,
he looked like a whole different fighter.
yo, what about this Jerron Buchanan situation and
Yo,
Rashidi Ellis dropping the bag?
yo, I saw a video of that. Oh, Rashidi Ellis is crazy, but I don't know how he did that. But yo, I saw a video of Floss's opponent Lima, the guy from Portugal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yo, Lima's big, but if you see him fight, when he throws his right hand, his foot comes up, and Lima stands up a lot. He makes a lot of amateur mistakes, and I think they obviously. I feel like that's like more of a tune up or cherry pick. And I'm not a boost hater. Actually, I like Ennis. I like his style. I like what he brings to boxing. I just feel like, at this age, you cannot be taking guys, for you got to take guys so people could remember your last fight. What was your last fight? Lima? Oh, that's whack. Your last fight, Karen? Oh, come on, bro. Stanionis? Come on. You need guys that are, presentable to the public.
You think Ortiz would ever take that fight with Ennis?
I feel like Ortiz is doing that whole. He's trying to, hold these fights for later. I don't know what happened with Ortiz, bro. He used to be like a humble guy, but I feel like in the past year or two, he's like this guy that's like, I'm the best, but I could fight these guys, when I want. I don't need to be forced to do anything. He has like this attitude. I don't know where he got that from.
And that's why I've said in Edwin's show before that Virgil Ortiz, I'm not gonna knock him for his boxing career, but his record is padded. I don't care what anybody says. All those knockouts and like he was almost at 100% knockout ratio at one point, bro. Look at his fighters. He fought nobodies.
Yeah, at a
And
lightweight
speak
class too.
exactly. And speaking of nobodies, earlier when OC was on the live with Edwin, I said that boxing is known for calling the opponents, beating a tomato can or beating a cab driver. Edwin's gonna be the first one to beat and it's his actual a FedEx driver.
Imagine
That shit
delivery.
is Richard, saludo papi.
I'm gonna beat up
Yo,
a FedEx
what's up,
driver.
Richard?
What up, Richard?
Yo, you're literally gonna beat a FedEx driver.
FedEx driver, and they're gonna
Yo,
call me
imagine,
out on.
imagine you come to the ring. Imagine you come to the ring with the FedEx uniform.
Oh,
Yeah,
listen,
nah, you'd
I,
be
Nah,
like,
he gotta come in a UPS uniform.
oh, nah, yo, that's two
yo,
tone and
listen,
that's to go crazy.
yo, listen. Let me tell you something right now. They got some of those uniforms in those thrift stores, and I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna stop by. I'm gonna go find one. It's gonna say, "Watch." I might have to pull off that idea right there. So which is it? Is he does he work for FedEx or UPS?
Now he works for FedEx, but UPS is their competition.
Oh, so
Oh,
I'm
oh,
just coming in like
oh.
And if you want to go in with black and yellow, then you got to go DHL.
yo,
Yo,
hey, yo, oh,
Come on, then we can't give you everything on live because then they're gonna pick
yeah,
up on
yeah, they're
it,
gonna be
and you know
like,
what I'm saying.
yo, but they
Yeah,
can't stop it. They gotta
yo,
choose
you
a side. You know what
you
I'm
gotta you
saying?
gotta catch behind the scenes. We gotta talk about this.
Yeah,
mm,
man. You know, we coming out. We
Okay,
coming
you
out
you know what the private chat is on this, right?
on the bottom of the TV. See it all the way in the bottom. It says private chat in the corner. Yep, that's it.
Lock it in.
got you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, yo, there's a lot of stuff that you could do to really like steal the show there.
Yeah, man. Nah, we coming out with some good music and everything. So you know, fuck around and
What
shit.
you gonna go for? You gonna go for like the Hector Camacho flow? You're gonna,
I
be
was
real
thinking,
like Miguel
I was,
Cotto, stoic.
I was thinking, no, I'm more Hector Camacho drill. That was, I was thinking about coming out with all the feathers, bro.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm
hell
saying?
yeah,
I mean,
Yo,
yo.
Edwin, let your hair grow for right now, and then come
stop
out with
it.
that little curl in the front.
Oh, get the
Yo, let it.
curls
You could do it.
like that.
You could do
Ah,
it.
yo, he came out in a Spartan uniform too one
I remember
time.
that
A
too. Yeah,
fireman. He came
yeah.
out a
Fireman,
fireman.
Spartan.
He came out the chief, the Indian chief.
Yeah,
He came out. Yeah, he had a couple good ones. So
yeah.
Nah, you got to come out UPS or DHL.
yeah,
That right there would steal the show.
DHL. The others, yeah, that's crazy. Yo, man, and then who else we got coming up now too? Who's closing out the end of the
On the
month?
22nd, we got Jean Paul Rivera.
Okay,
Mm.
That's an MVP card, most valuable prospects.
okay.
And then on the 23rd, the very next day, we got Jankiel Rivera
Mm.
He's a beast. He's a
and
little
Yeah.
beast, yo.
Doctorcito.
And those are the guys that we got to keep our eye on. These are
Yeah,
good fights to check it out because just past that kid Keith Cologne just recorded his seventh knockout, seven consecutive knockout.
yeah,
He has 7 fights. He has 7 knockouts. He has 100% knockout ratio. He seems to have a real good head on his shoulders. Right
yeah,
after the knockout, uh, he's not like in your face, cocky, arrogant, but just the battle ready type.
yeah.
Yeah, this is a sport where, yeah, I'm gonna put hands on you, of course. So, he's definitely like that, and it's showing that he's um he's getting ready for the next level. I want to see where he who they match him up with next,
Yeah.
and see if they put him in that next, leap. Only 7 fights. I'm not expecting a lot from the young man. I'm not expecting let throw him in there with the world champion. These sick motherfuckers would sign this kid up for that, right? Always trying to push somebody early, a little too fast. But they'll know the when and where, the when and the where. Sometimes some of these fighters, the special ones, become champions early.
Mm.
Vasily has the biggest record with only 4 professional fights. He was a world champion. Naoya Inoue was a champion in 6 professional fights. He only had 5 fights. And Vasily got him by 1 fight, meeting him there, And so there have been men in history. Mike Tyson is the youngest heavyweight champion at 20. So they have been men in history that have achieved such a feat, so
Well, there's certain boxers that they do the quote unquote speedy track. Like for an example, Andy Cruz and what's
yeah.
the other Tellez. Oh, he's fighting on that card too. I don't know if it's the young. I think it's on the Yanquiel Rivera. He's fighting, and not for nothing, but the opponent that Yanquiel is fighting, Cordova, he's not a walkover. He's 20-0, with 1 draw.
Oh wow.
So he's got a lot of experience.
Right.
And Yanquiel is only what 7-0, I think, 8-0,
Yeah.
something like that.
So he's definitely getting a step up, a big step up,
Mm.
as far as a worthy and an opponent that has been battle tested. 17 professional fights. That's nothing to frown on when you're only having 7 professional fights.
Badger one says salute round 1, and then Richard says when Abraham Supernova fight.
He fights next month. I think it's September.
Dude, what are you talking about? Supernova was just in the ring today, like throwing punches in the warm up.
He got
he's fighting Raymond Ford.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's Riyadh, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's going to be with the Moses Itama and Dillian White.
Hold on, I'm checking it right now.
So. Now, fuck! I want Nova to get a big win. I'm not sure if.
Yeah, me too, yo. I like Nova for the he got the mascot, he got the blonde beard. He got all that fun stuff. But sometimes he's faced Foster. He's faced some like tough guys, and I like Nova's, but I just feel like his lack of pop.
Right.
He's not the heavy handed guy. Yeah.
Right.
He's fighting Ray Ford, and Ray Ford is a tough guy. So.
Let me see. Where's he? Abraham.
I got him right here. Abraham Nova. He's 20 and 17 knockouts, 3 losses. He's in the 3 losses. He's been knocked out once. And
he was knocked out by Robesi.
Yeah, Robesi knocked him out in the corner, straight bang, put him down.
Oh yeah, remember that.
Yeah.
And then that Oshaki Foster fight, he lost by a split decision, bro. I think he won that fight. I think
he won that fight too. I think he won that fight too. Foster was smothering his own punches. He wasn't really
right.
So to answer Richard's question, este fin de semana, Saturday.
This Saturday at 1 p.m. a la 1.
Right. Exactly.
I think that's going to be the 3rd card. They're going to have him and there's somebody else too on the undercard, I think.
I think that they're putting this kid in the position to look good. This is a fairly good heavyweight matchup right here. I think they're putting Moses in a position where Moses has to really, starch this guy. He doesn't have to force it. It's gonna come. He's got great power, 1-punch power. He puts his hands together, and I think that with a big star-studded knockout, we need it. We need it out there in the heavyweights. We really need someone to come out and make that threat to Usyk, to make us believe that there's somebody that's going to beat him. like that. For Dubois to come out and that performance after that hype train he had coming into that fight, it was kind of like a dud. It was like Usyk fundamentally,
Hmm.
and right there and there, like he saw his daddy, and Dubois just could not perform,
Yes.
and
Hey,
I was
did
so
you see the press
upset.
conference?
So I want Moses to do big. We need it, So yeah. Well, what
Did,
do you mean about the press conference? What's up? Talk to me,
did
frontline.
you see? Dylan White, his alias is the Body Snatcher.
Okay, yeah.
When they announced them, they said the Baby Snatcher. That shit was hilarious.
Yo.
Dylan, the Baby Snatcher. Why?
What?
Now they got to make him fight a big baby now.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. On a world stage, man. I'll be a little, but the show must go on. You got to
Yeah,
stay
and he
focused.
played
Got
it
to stay
off.
the court. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he
just got
played
to.
it off like
Yeah, you know what I'm
he
saying?
never said nothing wrong.
Right. Yo, but that's a good fight, and and this is where the heavyweights, and where does Parker fit in now in all of this? What is Usyk gonna do? Is he feel that there's somebody that can challenge him to keep him around in the heavyweight, or does he say, "Okay, I did enough, throw the belts back into the division"? I don't know what he do, what Uzyk's gonna do from here. So, but I know that the heavyweight division needs some good fighters and some big moments. So I'm gonna watch this card, and then I'm gonna check out the other cards. But tell me, guys, tell me, they fucked up on the Saul Canelo Alvarez undercard. They just announced the undercard. What do you guys think about that?
I haven't seen anything about
It's
it.
Martin Bacoli's on it. They said, yo, look, they put a couple like prospects on the undercard, but nothing to. Basically, what they did was when you're coming to see the Saul Canelo Alvarez Terrence Crawford fight, that's all you're coming out to see. Is basically,
I'm looking at it right now.
yeah. There's like
They
one.
got they got Christian and Billy against Lester Martinez. That's not
Yep.
bad.
I
But that
okay.
Caleb Walsh versus Fernando Vargas is ugh. And then Mohammed Alakal against John. Okay, yo, go. Are you on Box Rec, Edwin?
Yeah, yeah,
All right,
yeah.
go to that dude Mohammed Alakal. Look at his schedule.
What do
His
you mean?
his fighting schedule. Look at what's on there. He's got a fight August 16th
Yeah,
against a nobody, and then he's fighting again the following month
that's Turkey's
against
little boy.
yes.
He's just putting them on. That's why we all said for the fight. I reintegrate. Did I not say this? If you're going to see the Saul against Terrence Crawford, that's what you're gonna go see. Yeah.
Then you got the Kadam Walsh versus Fernando Vargas. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Fernando. The only one out of the Vargas brothers that I really truly
Emilio,
like
yeah.
is El General.
El General. Yes, but this, Vargas kid. He's got to make his mark. Walsh. Listen, Callum Walsh. It's a good win because look, Callum Walsh. I think is ranked number 4 for the IBF. I think he's like ranked number 5 for the WBC, right? So if actually technically, if the Vargas dude can beat him, it would put it Fernando Vargas. This is a good for him. Now, Callan Walsh will obviously disrail the little hype train that is the Vargas brothers. Some of them say different Vargas brothers are taking boxing differently and different treatment, whatever. But there's no mistaking it. There's a diamond in that rough. And that kid, El Miniel El General, He has a bright future. Where he goes, we never know. We sometimes I've seen fighters come out, start off hot, and then just never really become that fighter we once thought they were gonna be. So yes,
Well, the good thing is he's got his father, lining up. His father knows that the other two ain't as good as him, so he's running Emiliano's career the right path, like stepping him up, stepping him up, stepping him up.
Well, Jose
Chavez,
Chavez, after
he's,
Canelo, we
we
might
might
not
not have no
have no
superstar.
superstars.
He's talking about Mexico. I'm assuming he's talking about Mexican fighters.
Mexico superstars. No, because you always got Ryan Garcia, and they're gonna pull off him. You always got. I know that like fighters like Virgil Ortiz, because he was raised out here, American. He's a cholo, I think. Um, but he has potential to be a star. Yeah, you're right. He's probably not going to do it. Let's see. Oh, Bam Bam. Nope, nope. Bam Bam Rodriguez goes as a white dude. He has an
He's
American
an
flag.
American back,
Yeah,
American Mexican.
yeah. Damn, damn.
Yo, they got
But
somebody brewing.
they'll get
Trust me.
somebody. They always get somebody. We got a guess here. El Koki. Koki is back in the building. You know what I'm saying? He just
I
finished
like
passing his SAT test.
I like the way they're moving at General.
Yeah, yeah. Look, another fighter that's
Ho-
getting a
Hold
chance
up.
early.
Jose says, "Bro, pay-per-view is dead. It's game over." That's not true. What Turkey is doing right now by giving us these events for lower cost,
Oh yeah.
boxing fans should be ecstatic about it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, let me tell you something right now, Jose. Right, check this out. Right, for instance, Javante Davis' next fight. If you want to see it against Lamont Roach, you're gonna have to pay $90 to see that. Just remember, you're gonna have to pay $90. Now, with just your paid subscription to the Zone, your little $22 or whatever a
Or
month,
or net or Netflix.
or Netflix, right? You're gonna get these fights for free. There's no additional cost. It's not like you get in there, they go, "Hey, surprise, motherfucker, 45.95 if you want to see the rest of the fight," right? No, so you just click in and you're gonna be able to see the fight. So he's taking away the pay-per-view. And in doing so, what you do is you give the public 2, 3 fights free. Then on the next one, all of a sudden there's a sneaky little thing that pops up, 32.95. And throughout the years, that 32.95 is going to grow back up. And typically when you start off trying to do something right, you end up exactly where you did, like the people you were fighting. That's what typically happens. So what I said all of that to say this, that if you want to pay $90 to watch a fight, fine. But the kind of card that he's putting together, it sounded fake. What was it again? Frontline? The card that's coming up here, help me out. And Riyadh.
Oh, the
Who?
Caleb Walsh against Fernando Vargas.
No, 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 no. That,
Oh, you talk about the November 22nd card.
yes.
Yeah, that one's unreal.
Say it. Say
That's
who?
got Devin Haney
That got
against
Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr. That's got
Ra-
Bam Bam Rodriguez against Puma. That's got who
Subriel
else?
Matias
Yeah,
against
Dalton Smith.
Dalton Smith. Este, just hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
Yo,
I
my
think.
fault, guys. You guys
Oh
hear me real quick?
Yeah, no,
yeah,
you're good.
yeah, and then you got David the Monster Benavidez on that card
You got
Yeah,
Benavidez against your
against
I
Yard.
wanted to see if you guys got the news about Sebastian Frondora fighting Keith Thurman. It's been confirmed.
yeah. I got it. Then you got Abdullah Mason against Sam Noakes.
Wow. Yeah, you got Abdullah Mason against Sam Notes. What do you guys think about that, guys?
But hold on, wasn't Virgil Ortiz fighting Keith Thurman?
I think they whatever title, because Fandora got the title, right?
Yes.
So I
Right.
think whatever organization that is, they ordered Keith Thurman for October. So who do you guys, and especially people in the chat room, who do you guys see have winning in that fight?
If I'm gonna answer that right now. Listen, let me tell you something. One time Keith Thurman got the experience to know how to throw those looping overhand shots, to knock Sebastian Fondora's tall ass out. He has an understanding of fighting and boxing that he'll walk Fondora into one of those shots. If anybody can do it, one time Keith Thurman can do that. And then if I feel that if he can't finish or stop Sebastian Fondora, and Sebastian Fondora is standing in front of him, and I'm talking 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and Sebastian's still there, Keith Thurman's in a lot of trouble. He's going to be in a lot of trouble. I think that Keith Thurman hasn't fought active enough. He doesn't have enough fights to fight on that level. No. Beating up a guy like fucking the dude he just fought there, knocking him around like that. That dude didn't even push him. One time Keith Thurman, he didn't even push him. Sebastian Fondora is gonna hit one time and ask everybody that fought Sebastian Fondora. The dude can crack. Look at these guys' faces.
Yeah.
When he can crack, bro.
You saw Lubin's face in that fight.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was like, it was just like that, bro. And
Look at Chicago April. He says Keith would starch pillow hand Zayas.
yeah, right. Zayas would outbox one time Keith Thurman, and then he'll just bring him out to deep water, and then he'll just drown him. I think that at one point in time, one time Keith Thurman, he could have fought and beat Xander. Not now. Not now. He's been out of the game way too long. And I'm trying to tell you, you think just because he got in and he fucking one punched this dude, that one time Keith Thurman is one time Keith Thurman again. No, I don't think so, bro. Xander is too much of a boxer, and he's gonna have one time like chasing him around, and Xander's got enough pop in his shots to keep him off him. Apparently, you're not watching Xander's fights, because a lot of those fights, he could have fit one more round or 10 more seconds, and some of the occasions and some fights, which one you see, he had those guys on roller skates, basically all of them. And I told you guys this. Oh yeah, Xander Zayas is pillow fisted. Really? So why don't you call Bakram pillow fisted? Why are you not calling him pillow fisted? Bakram got a couple knockouts. So what? Xander got a couple knockouts. They got two common opponents. 40 and Bakram and Xander fought two guys the same. And Bakram didn't knock none of them out. He went the distance with them. But Xander knocked both of them out in the 5th round. So Xander is knocking the dudes out that he can't. They're going the distance with him. So it's like it's incredible. Like, you guys are like, Xander is pillow fisting. Really?
And for those that bring up, oh, you see what he did to Tim Tszyu. Well, first of all, Tim Tszyu was damaged after Fondora.
And you seen what had just happened at the second for no mas.
Yeah.
It got worse. It got worse. Like,
so you can take that out of the equation. Outside of that, who has back and fought that you can really say, is top level competition?
Nobody. The guy he beat for the belt was okay. I forgot who it was. I'm gonna look him up in a second. And He's 23-17 with no losses, right? Okay.
Who's that?
He's
Backroom?
Yeah, he's 32 years old. That much I do know, right? Okay, now, so Tim Tszyu, um, Jack, Robert Valenzuela, which Robert Valenzuela is actually one of the common opponents that
Yes.
Xander fought.
Knocked him out in the 5th round.
Yeah, and Xander fought him, and he just fought him within his last 3 fights. So he got a better version of Robert. You know what I'm saying? Like because he's like, yeah, boom. So if Xander was stopping this dude and this Robert, what was it? The rounds they went. Let me see. Hold on.
One of them was an 8-rounder. The other one was a
An
10-rounder.
8-round fight.
Yep, and the other one was a 10-rounder.
No, so you went down in fights. The dude took you to. Yeah, I'm trying to wake the people up. I'm really trying to wake the people up because that was good publicity by these smear campaign guys trying to smear young as Xander at only 22 years old, being what their fighter is not. Like Virgil Ortiz, for instance, my man, you still are not a world champion and you haven't been one yet. But you want to criticize young Xander for only being 22 years old and already achieving what you've been claiming to do. Aren't you like multiple division interim champions? Maybe if you rub both those interim champions together on your chest, they'll make one belt. And you got to click your heels together. You know what I'm saying? Say it 3 times with me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll turn. No, it doesn't work. No, it's not going to. Okay? Because Xander's the real champion. You know, and for as much as they want to hate on the young man, let me tell you something right now. I don't see it because Xander's doing everything right. Unfortunately, now, you want to know something? You gotta see the landscape, right? You gotta play the game. Sometimes the way you gotta play your hand the way it was dealt to you. Okay, this might be good news. This might be really good news. If one time Keith Thurman can beat Sebastian Fundora, Keith Thurman, let's go. Put him in with Xander. Right? I'm gonna tell you right. I'm telling you right now, right? One time Keith Thurman's fighting style, it's gonna cater Xander. I would let him fight a much shorter fighter. One time Keith Thurman, I don't think he's as fast as he thinks, boy. And Xander is the type of fighter that he fights every round. Every round, he don't take no rounds off. He's constantly fighting, constantly mixing it up. And I think I would rather that if Keith Thurman pulls that shit off against Sebastian, get that belt, and then if Xander's still in the weight division, rumors are circling, whatever, but maybe he'll get committed and stay there and get another big fight or something, so yeah.
You know what kills me? The
What?
people that talk shit that, Xander Zayas fought a bum of Chino Perez. Now, these are the same people that swore up and down when he beat Conwell, he was the next best thing. You know what I'm saying? So when he beat Conwell, all of a sudden he's not a bum. But Xander beats him, all of a sudden he's a bum. These fight fans will fight. These fight fans will find any excuse to downgrade another opponent.
So why didn't
ridiculous.
Jaron Boots Ennis fight Sebastian Fundora?
Oh, he's fighting some African dude, right?
Yeah, some African. Listen. Jaron Boots Ennis was the 147-pound unified world champion. He had the WBA and he had the IBF when he beat Stanionis. Okay, so he went from having 2 belts. He doesn't own any of those belts anymore. All he is ranked in the 154-pound as the number 1. Jaron Boots Ennis is ranked number 1 for the WBC. He's ranked number 2 for the WBA. He's ranked number 154 for the WBO, and for the IBF, I'm not even. He's not even ranked in the IBF. So all he is a contender right now. Jaron Butenis, a former unified world champion at 147. He's currently now at 154, and he's in the ranking system with no belt. Why didn't Jaron Butenis, if Sebastian Fundora had needed somebody to fight, and one time they were trying to he couldn't. That was a better name, or Jaron Butenis fight Bakaram. I don't know. Erickson Lubin is the number 1 for Bakaram's belt at the IBF. I don't know.
Honestly, I think Lubin beats Bachram, in my opinion.
Wow. And then nothing really happened as far as like ranking system for the WBO, because Perez is technically the number 1 guy. They don't have a number 1 guy. It's vacant, and Perez is 2. But that's basically saying that he's, so
Well, the good thing is they can't say that Xander was gifted the title. He actually fought for the title.
no, he fought for that title. He fought for that title.
Exactly.
He definitely but where he goes from here is interesting. Do you go up to fucking 160 and you run into that monster up there, fucking
Janabek.
Janabek?
Now that's a monster. Janabek is a beast.
I'll fight Lara though. I won't be scared to put him in against him. And I'll even take Carlos Adames. He's a puncher, a boxer, puncher kind of guy. He moves though too. But his gas tank has always been in question. I think that Xander is tall enough. Yeah, but I would go the WBA route though. I would take
Yeah,
Lara.
the 2 scary fighters at 60 for Zayas would be Adames and Janabek.
Yeah.
Everyone else, whatever.
Yeah.
Stock Chaser says, "What's up?
What's up,
What's up?"
Stock Chases? What's up,
Then
brother?
Chicago says Zayas could be great at 54 with time, but he better stay away from 160. Or Bronco would flatline him,
Hmm.
or what? Keep moving up. Zayas feed him to Canelo like Berlanga. Hueva.
Mm.
I mean, bro. At the end of the day, those are all good fights, right?
Yeah.
Between what if he goes up to 60, if he fights Bronco, if he fights, but for you to say right now, that Bronco would flatline him, you can't say that because Xander's never been dropped. It'll be a test. I mean, it'll be a tough fucking test. Bronco's not a easy task. But once again, when Tito Trinidad entered for his first championship fight, you know how many people around the world doubted Tito Trinidad and they said that he would never be a champion, and he proved everybody wrong, and he held the titles for a very long time. So it's not like it's cakewalk. Yeah, Xander is still young. He's got a lot of growing, a lot of
Yeah, well,
learning.
that's his opinion, on it. He thinks that he'll just flatline him, and you think otherwise, and a lot of us think otherwise too. But you
Ricardo,
know,
saludo, papi.
but as far as Xander, look, wow, the obstacles ahead look. You might want to chill out at 154. Pick your poison here. You really want to go up that far, and and then what are you gonna run into Saul Canelo Alvarez if jerking back? It's like what? Like what are we doing here? So I think for right now, staying committed, dedicated, watching what you're eating, and really trying to focus yourself to staying at 154 and possibly put some of these fights together as some of these guys push themselves out of the divisions,
Well,
and you
the rumor, I think I told you before, the rumor is that Zayas is going to defend his title one time.
Hold up.
Then Janabak is supposed to move up to 68.
Right.
Once
Okay.
Jan
Right.
once
Right.
Janabak moves up to 68, Xander's supposedly supposed to be moving up to 60.
Well,
Those are rumors.
okay, yeah, yeah, that's they trying to calculate things. But the one thing I just wanted to bring up was that in this situation, Xander has time on his side. Time is on his side. Yes, it is, because he's only 22 years old. You have to understand, if you could play and manage Xander right now, he can put himself in great positions in good situations. Sometimes you got to be honest with yourself. All this boxing shit ain't always just this Superman just wiping down everybody. You might not have that, but you have a great talent, and if you play it right, you can ding 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 ding, and you can, get him to where he is. A lot of fighters, um were criticized on their way out, but on their way out, they laughed going to the bank, and they did it. They pulled it off. And he pulled it off. It was like a great heist robbery and shit. And he got out with all the jewels in the end and stuff like that, and unscathed. That's what you want, because you're gonna do something after boxing. So, Xander can really play the waiting game right here too. He's young enough. Back, all those guys, the Saul, they leave boxing, and then all of a sudden, here comes the rise of Xander. He's all of 26 years old by this point. 4 more years. You know what I'm saying? 4 more
And he'll be
years.
getting his main strength at that
Bro,
too.
right. You put 4 more years on all these boxers, they're gone. They're gone. And he's still like hasn't he's not even close to his prime at that point. So if you can manage that career, you can navigate that. You're gonna have to keep him still for a second at 54. Nope, you can't have seconds today, Xander. No, you can't have an extra piece of bread. No, you got to stay around. You can't blow up in between fights. So he's gonna have to make sacrifices to do that
Yo, un
until.
saludito a Savage Rod. And
Mhm.
Ricardo says, en un momento, Sandel va a guayar. He's gonna brawl. And it's true, he is gonna brawl.
Mhm.
It's a matter of time. I don't get it. People want to rush Xander into something that
I
is
know,
not
right?
necessary. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right, right,
yo, let the kid enjoy his fucking championship that he earned. He didn't get gifted,
right.
and let him calculate his next moves
Yeah,
accordingly.
correct.
I mean, he's 22
Accordingly.
years old.
Yeah, you know, I'll
¿Qué
be
más
very
quieren esta
proud.
gente?
Mira, 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 la familia, ¿verdad? Tú estás el barbecue, ¿verdad? Ahí, pin, 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 tin, tin, el barbecue. Y dicen, están ahí, hey, what's your son do for a living? Oh, my son is a 22-year-old, a world champion at 154 pounds, right? Yo, you know what I'm saying? Listen, you can take your freaking like your college student,
Shove it
right?
up your ass.
Yeah, right. My son will kick your son's ass. Shut up. Yo, that's crazy.
Hey, yo, and that's the thing people don't realize. Us Puerto Ricans, we're
Ah,
fucking proud.
mhm. Hell yeah, yeah. So like, and the thing is that this young man is he's doing some good things, and all of a sudden these guys just want him to dive off the fucking Empire State Building with no parachute for no reason. There's no rush right now.
Yeah,
See what you have. Devin Haney had those belts young, and he was
yeah,
able to profit off that for a little bit. I
yep.
think that's where he got most of his star status, and he really took off, man. So allow some of these boxers, because we're gonna see them for a while. Look at this Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr. situation right now, where
That's scary.
that Devin Haney himself is the one that asked for this fight. That's no
But it's
secret.
but it's a scary fight for Devin Haney.
No secret. The only reason why we're in this situation because Devin Haney said, "Hey, I'll fight you." What does
Yo,
that tell you?
when you get a chance, I don't mean to change the subject, but when you get a chance, look at that. I send you an interview that Jaden did for Subriel Matias.
Yeah.
You got to watch it.
All right.
He touches on a lot of stuff there, especially about the Puello rematch.
Listen,
But
that
but yeah, you're
Puello
right.
Mays rematch, that Puello May rematch, as the days keep going by, I think that's exactly where it's gonna go. I don't think Alberto Puello will ever face Subir Matias again. I think
Now he
Subir
will. He
no,
will.
I don't
Subriel made it clear.
yeah, he could if he wants to. He can do whatever he wants.
Listen,
Uh
Subriel told he
mhm,
made it public. He said right now he's taking the Dalton Smith fight for the money.
yeah,
But once he fulfills his obligation with Turkey,
yeah.
whatever obligation that was, his team is working on the Boyer rematch immediately after the Dalton Smith fight.
Mhm.
So
That's what was said.
Subriel got to go to Saudi Arabia, knock this dude the fuck out, come back, enjoy his family, enjoy
You
the
know what's
money.
gonna happen?
But they
You know,
he even said it that they paid Boyer some step aside money for this
yeah,
fight.
and I don't think this fight's gonna happen. You know why I don't think this happens gonna happen? You said everything correctly. You said everything correctly. You just failed to leave out one thing.
What's that?
Alberto Puello is gonna fight in between this, and for some reason, if he loses that fight, there will be no rematch.
If he loses, but who would he lose
Uh,
against?
I don't know, but listen, I've seen some of this shit happen.
You know what
They
would be dope?
Let me tell you something right now. Let me tell. Well, hold on, wait. Le tiraron un bombito al pitcher. I've seen this. All you had to do, Devin Haney, was win. Ryan Garcia, all you had to do was win. We gave you Rolly. Rolly, the guy that got punched around like a punching bag against a 5'3" Mexican in Isa Pitbull Cruz. Okay? He's 5'3". He punched you around like right, and he had you on all kinds of wobbly bangy legs. That looked bad. They were playing Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson and just letting it play. Then 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 and Rolly was like this all over the ring. Yo, it was crazy. So I've seen those situations. Bro, we set you up beautiful. All you gotta do is win the fight. What happens? Shit happens, bro. And for some reason, somehow, I don't know. I don't see that fight's gonna end up happening. I don't know. Something's telling me this fight, that rematch between Alberto Puello and Subriel Matias is not gonna happen.
This
I
is
don't
what
know.
Ricardo just said in the chat. He said, yo creo que Puello estaba ajorado con la libra, la revancha, porque hay una gran posibilidad que pronto tenga que subir a 47. Está grande para el peso. He's too big for his weight, so
Yeah,
they're saying that he might go up to 47.
he might end up fighting Liam Paro that just went up to 47, eventually clashing into him,
Man,
which
I wish
was
that
a
fight would have happened too. The Ojo
and that
Santiago with Liam
oh,
Paro.
well, look,
Pero
look. So now, I mean, you know, Subiel had made it public that all of a sudden he wanted to shoot it back with Liam Paro. All of a sudden, Liam Paro acts like he got paid to lead the division, and
Abuji.
he left, right? And like they're like taking all these obstacles away from Subiel. Now they're like, "Yo, Subiel, no, those were your plans. Now, those are gone. We now like so." I don't know. I don't know. I think that Subriel Matias can beat Dalton Smith. I think Dalton Smith has a great chance in this fight, but I definitely got my guy in the fight, Subriel Matias, and I got Subriel Matias in that fight by stoppage. I think he's gonna stop Dalton Smith. It's gonna be, a little bit later than usual. I
Mm,
think it'll start the fight will pick up around 3 rounds. It'll really start getting interesting around 3 and 4. 5, 6. It's like just like Carl. I mean, Alberto Puello did. Alberto Puello had to survive the onslaught from like round 2 to like round 8. He lost all those rounds, and then that's when he was able to capitalize on and win rounds back on Subriel Matias from there back.
I
So
think I think Matias stops Dalton Smith
mhm,
between 6 and 7.
that's what I said.
6 and 7.
That's what I said.
Um,
6, 7.
Se ha visto muy chupado en los pesajes. He's saying that Puello been looking way too weight drained in the Williams.
Yeah, but he
You know,
always looks like that. He always got sinking cheeks.
he looks like
Sinking.
an alien.
Yeah. Pero él siempre está chupado así. You know, cuando tú lo ves regular, él no se ve mucho diferente.
Feo con
Man-
cojones.
¿Ah?
Feo con cojones.
Oye, pero he don't look like, you know what I'm saying? When he don't got a fight going, he still looks like that. He just un poquito más chupado when
He
he
look like
weighs
an
in.
alien. Se parece a un marciano.
La frente está así.
Hey,
Chacho,
yo.
ustedes están mal. Yo no dije nada.
Yo, you know what would be a good comeback for him? A
What's that?
rematch with Gary Antoine Russell,
Yeah, of course.
right?
That's
He
top.
and let's just say he beats Gary Antoine Russell again, right? He
I think
becomes
I think he can beat Richard Hitchens.
yeah. Hitchens ain't gonna take that fight though, because he knows that Boyo's a complicated fighter.
I think he'll beat Richard
I
Hitchens.
think he'll knock Richard Hitchens
I
out.
got Puello in that fight.
I got
Put
Boyo.
Alberto Puello against Richard Hitchens if you want to. Go ahead, Richard Hitchens. Now, Africa, think you big. Oh, I'm a big 145. Yeah, go ahead. Because because I'm gonna tell you right now, I saw all the girl came out of him. He was trying to go hold it together with Subriel. And Subriel was like, he said, "You think you gonna stop? You don't got no power." Subriel said, "I'm gonna stop you, bro." He said, "I'm gonna stop you." He said, "You can't do nothing to me." Like, um, I think that Richard Hitchens, he's a big guy too, though. He,
Hey, who's
yeah,
this guy that's the interim champion at the WBA for 140? Alessandro Rigusini. Who in the
uh,
fuck did he fight to become interim?
who- somebody in fucking Tijuana bar somewhere. What do you mean? Where is it? What are you talking about?
In the listing in the rankings?
Yeah.
140. You got Gary Antoine Russell as the champion, and then
Oh, okay.
Alessandro Rigucini interim.
Mm,
Who the hell is
mm.
this dude?
Well, then let's look him up. Let's look up who the hell is Alejandro here. Sounds like my gardener. You know what I'm saying? He's in Boss Rec, bro. Okay.
No, Rayo's not the champion. Rayo lost to Gary Antoine Russell.
He's a Mexican dude,
No, he's
right?
not.
Yeah,
Not with that last name. He's got to be Italian or something.
bro. He's Italian like a motherfucker. Yo, he's straight Italian. Yo, I seen the colors of the thing until he popped up, and then it was Italian. He's 37 years old. He got a 87% knockout ratio. He got 31 fights, 27 by knockout. Yeah,
Undefeated?
undefeated, bro. They dressed this guy up real good, real nice,
Bro, that's like
real
that.
nice.
That's like that
Right?
Italian guy that came from Italy to fight Xander Zayas, and Xander Zayas stopped him in like 3 rounds.
Starched them. Listen, this guy, yeah, it gets
Well, he
bad.
had a FedEx suit on, or what?
Uh, I think a FedEx driver. He can't fight a FedEx driver. A FedEx driver might get out and give him hands. I Yo, nah. He's fought a couple guys. He's fought a couple guys. Yeah.
But what do you think about Puello fighting either Hitchens or Russell, right?
Mhm.
Winning, and then on the rematch, it'll be a unification with Subriel.
I mean, all potential fights for the near future.
That's si se quedan 40. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, si se quedan en 40, whatever. Yeah. But anyway, fight fans, listen, let's wrap this up. I got to get up early and work out. Let me go get something to eat, and then I'm going to get my sleep. I got a lot of training to do. Wish me luck. Come watch me on my journey. Give me a like in this video. Interact. You know, it really helps out with the videos getting out there. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Become a Round One Sports Talk member. Gorillo Frontline. You know what I'm saying? I will see you on the next one after this
Dale.
one here at Round One Sports Talk. All right, Frontline.